When we're so concentrating on our budgets and so many are stretched so thin, there's a real premium right now for some fresh, healthy food. And the USDA is saying the prices for staples like corn and soy and wheat are all jumping because of the severe drought hitting so much of the country. Doug McElway has the details from Washington. And Doug, every now and again, during the summer, you hear the word drought. But put this drought in particular in perspective for us.
Yeah, there's every indication, Jenna, that this drought affecting the Midwestern states right now could be the worst in 50 years. The immediate effect, obviously, is on farmers, especially corn growers. Vegetable and fruit crops tend to be highly irrigated and are not as badly affected. Not so corn. Senator Pat Roberts of Kansas put it this way on the Senate floor yesterday.
All across farm country, we are suffering from a severe drought, which is a real emergency, historic in scope and damage, in particular for our livestock industry.
But it's not just farmers who will be feeling the effects of this. It's going to resonate right on up the food chain. Corn is the primary feed for poultry, livestock, and pork. This will culminate in big increases in food prices at the grocery store by next year. The USDA says we can expect these price increases. Beef up 4 to 5%. Chicken and turkey up 3.5 to 4.5%. And dairy products, meaning milk, cheese, eggs, also up 3.5 to 4.5%. You know, we hear repeatedly that food price inflation remains in check, that it's minimal. But tell that to the housewife who shops for groceries every week. The drought will strain financially hard-pressed families even more, Jenna.
Housewives and house husbands, of course, in this recession.
And right? I do a lot of the shopping myself, so yes, I stand corrected.
Thank goodness. Otherwise, your household, what would happen? Doug, let me ask you a little bit about those prices again. We saw the percentages going up. Do you have any sense of a timeline of when that actually will happen, short-term versus long-term?
We're looking at next year. It's going to take a while to work itself through the economy before we see these price increases. So next year. Also, throughout the Midwest, we hear that cattle are stressed. There are going to be some short-term fluctuations. Cattle are stressed because of all the heat and drought out there. So many ranchers and cattlemen are being forced to cull their herds, and that may put more beef on the market in the short term. But those short-term downgrades in prices will not last long. That, along with the fact that many farmers have crop insurance, is actually going to mitigate some farmer losses. Indeed, some agricultural interests may profit from the drought, but they are in a distinct minority. This is going to hurt Americans across the spectrum and will have profound effects abroad because of those huge American agricultural exports.
That's right.
Jenna?
Interesting. So short-term, there could be a lot of beef on the market, but not for a good reason. It's because the farmers are trying to figure everything out. All right, Doug, thank you very much.
Are you ready? Do you have what it takes to not only survive hard times, but also thrive in them? In times like these, the most valuable currency we have is food and food reserves. It is more precious than gold, oil, and cash. Food is our greatest dependency, because when you're hungry, nothing else matters. You know it, and I know it. You can't control earthquakes, floods, or the real estate meltdown, but if you have food, you have personal solutions to how these things affect you. Register right here, right now, and order your 6 free meals so you can truly discover what the currency of the future and your freedom taste like.